The HTML5 application, the web app as people call it, has been a tremendous success for us here at the FT. Really, the whole thing has performed far beyond our expectations. We were looking to create something which was as good as the native apps. We were able to do that. I think actually the web app now is far beyond the experience that we were previously offering with the native app, and the feedback from users tells us that that is the case. And the take-up is tremendous. We've had over 2 million people now come and visit the web app since it was launched in June last year, so we're still talking less than a year now. That's more people than ever downloaded the iPad app and the iPhone app combined over a much longer period of time. So from the point of view of audience, from the point of view of discoverability, we've had no problem at all, and in many ways it's been easier to actually promote the app and bring audience into it outside of the App Store than it was in the App Store. Consuming content offline was a really big issue for us when we were designing the web app, but actually we've been able to succeed in creating a web application which caches all of the content on the device in the same way that a native app would do, and it means that all the articles are available to the reader regardless of whether their device is connected or not. In fact, content caching is part of the HTML5 standard, and I think a lot of people don't understand just how powerful the HTML5 standard is. Really, many of the things that the features that people associate with native apps now are supported and enabled within HTML5, and you can do almost everything that you can do within a native app within a HTML5 application within the browser. There are some limitations, usually to do with using specific features on an individual device. Working on HTML5 was a really big deal for us. We were breaking new ground technologically. No publisher really had been into this space before, and it was a gamble. We were rolling the dice a bit, but we felt we had to because the terms of business that Apple were offering us for using the App Store were just so unfavorable that we thought we wouldn't have a business in a few years' time if we signed up to those terms, and we needed to try something different, however difficult it was. To make the app happen, we used a group of people called Sanka, a small company who we've been working with for many years. Very, very good team of developers, really very confident in exploring new territory. They didn't know how long it was going to take. I mean, what the proposition they put to me is they said, we think we can do this, it's theoretically possible, but we don't know how much of the native app we can replicate. We don't know how long it will take or how much it will cost. So that was the that was the proposition which was put in front of me, and on the basis of that, we decided to give it a go. Sanka now are actually part of the FT team. We acquired them in January this year. That's partly because obviously we want to have the team that created the web app on board. It's now become a crucial part of our business, but also because we see this as indicative of the kind of direction that we want to go. Innovating technically, innovating with business models actually has done tremendous good to the FT business, and this is not the last time that we will go a different direction and try something new in building the digital business. In fact, we think it's crucial that we continue to do so. The content business is booming at the FT. We've had a strategy in place now for a number of years, not just on digital but across the whole business, of moving the balance of the business away from a dependence on advertising and towards a focus on content. That's really paying off. We've made tremendous progress. Now, across the whole of the FT this year, we expect that 50% of revenues will come from content rather than advertising. And if you focus on digital specifically, this will be the first year that FT.com makes more money from subscription revenues than it does from advertising. And that, I should say, it's not because advertising is going backwards. Actually, digital advertising has grown every single year ever since we put the subscription model in. It's just that we have been able to scale the subscription business so quickly. Mobile has certainly helped. We acquire 15–20% of our new digital subscriptions every week through mobile devices directly, but fundamentally, actually, it's about the strength and quality of the business. We have great content. We haven't been shy about charging for it, and what we've discovered is that people are happy to pay when you have content which is unique, which is differentiated, which is must-have, then there is no problem with the audience paying for it. They're very, very happy to. And in fact, now we have 270,000 digital subscribers, and we expect that somewhere around the end of this year or early next year, we'll have more digital subscribers than we have print circulation. Which will be a huge milestone for us. Video's become a big part of what we do. We continue to produce 150 to 200 videos per month. We've invested in the studio in London, and that's helped us to really improve the quality of production and make sure that the quality of the production matches the quality of the content and the output on the rest of the site. We're going to continue to invest in this because we think that a great web proposition is about multimedia. It's about a mix of text, of video, of interactive graphics, and we have to work on all those things to create the rich experience that readers want from us. I think over the next year or so, you're going to see us promoting our video much more across the web. We think it's an asset that we haven't made enough of. This is an opportunity for people to see the best brains of the Financial Times talking about their topics, showing off their expertise, and we want to find a much bigger audience for that content.